Disclaimer: this content is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Even though I may speak as if I am giving advice or trading calls or signals, I am not giving financial advice. Cryptocurrency and any financial trading involve extremely substantial risk, and you should not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Do your own research and make your own decisions if you're going to trade any financial asset. I have been trading cryptocurrencies since 2014, and at one point I even had a small mining farm as well. I have been a pro subscriber of crypto markets on Martin Armstrong's Socrates platform since its public release in 2017 to this day. Everything that you see in my chart is not my analysis or opinion. All the data is derived from Socrates on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. I am not associated with or affiliated with Martin Armstrong in any form. My only intention is to share my work in the crypto markets using Socrates for the benefit of the public.
Hello everyone, welcome to another video analysis of the crypto markets. Today it's November 26th. Let's start off with the big boy Bitcoin. Let's take it here at a weekly level just to get the most important overview of exactly where we are. As you can see, we are in a massive downtrend here, and it's looking to find support somewhere at the 75 level. We have this uptrend channel, the monthly uptrend channel, right? This is the good news. As long as we stay within this channel, we should be able to bounce, then maybe hit resistance, come back down again, touch the line, and then continue into the long trend. However, we have lots of support down here. We have levels all the way down here. So if it could break, touch this monthly support at 50,000, even go further down at some point, could be next year. Doesn't have to be. It's too far of a drop for November, December, I believe. So it should be bouncing at some point here and then go up. What could happen also, it could break this channel, the long-term channel, and then come back up, test the bottom of the channel from underneath, and then continue. That would be the absolute worst case scenario. That's the kiss of death that Martin calls it. So, but we'll see what happens. So that's for Bitcoin. Now let's check Ethereum. Ethereum seems to have already broken this uptrend because we're going to keep going down into next week. So the channel already broke and it closed. This is the weekly. It closed last week below it, and it's having a hard time breaking back into it. And you can see the RSI, the stochastics are going down. So it's going to be pretty hard for this to turn around quickly. And we have all these levels down here. So the next, we have a downtrend channel here. So could be dropping down to the 1500 levels. There is another support here, 1500. So we'll see where Ethereum stops, but it seems that Ethereum has a longer way to go than Bitcoin. And also Solana. If we look at Solana, it's already pretty much testing the bottom of the channel. We certainly don't want to break that channel for sure. It is also, it broke down outside of, it broke below this already bearish downtrend channel. It seems that it has created, my line here a little bit messed up. I'm going to have to fix it. Let me switch to daily. Here now you can see it better. On the daily, you can see this downtrend channel. It's extremely, extremely bearish, right? So this is where we're at. XRP, I don't have signals for XRP, but this flash crash down to 80 cents is extremely worrying. Sometimes this tells you where it's going next. And obviously, you know, there's a massive gap, right? from 180 down to 50 cents with some support here, obviously, but we have this massive jump in this gap. So we'll have to see what happens with XRP, but you can see we have already this downtrend from the July high, and it's down, 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 down. So everything is very bearish at this point. Not looking to enter any longs, just looking to enter shorts, take a profit, then go back in after the bounce and so on. That's what I'm doing. So now let's look at the hourly for Bitcoin. So this is the immediate trend. This week, it's looking like Monday was a high, right? This bounce from Friday was a low. Friday, November 25th was a low. We had the bounce into Monday night, which I posted that back in over the weekend. That actually played out spot on, and it has not been able to continue. Yesterday, I would have bet that from the oversold, it would definitely make a bounce, a nice bounce, but it wasn't even able to reach the prior high. So that's extremely bearish. And the same thing with Ethereum. Actually, Ethereum, I could have, I closed my shorts yesterday here, expecting that it would bounce and be able to break this line, and it didn't. It barely closed slightly above the Monday high, right? So we had the Monday high and then the Tuesday high. The Tuesday high closed just slightly higher. So that is bullish. And so right now, I opened more shorts last night and I already closed them because it went into the oversold rather quick without much price action. So I'm not sure what's going on. I think we're going to keep on bouncing through the week, up and down, up and down. And then next week, it should most likely drop pretty hard. It could start dropping at any moment. But basically, I open my shorts, and if I'm not into a good profit rather quick, and then it gets to the oversold, then, I exit. It's not worth it. I'd rather close it and then re-enter. Just wait for the bounce again and see where it goes, because it might actually go, it could break and go into this higher trend line at 3,100. So I don't keep any positions at a loss. So if I enter here at the line and it wants to go back up, I close it immediately, and let's see what happens. That's on Ethereum. Solana did a slightly better. It closed just slightly higher, but it wasn't even able to reach this line up here, right? And Solana is maybe wanting to come back into the downtrend line, but there is another channel, downtrend channel. So even if it goes higher and it breaks above this line, it's still a downtrend line and still a downtrend channel, right? So that's what we have to do. Also at the 4-hour level, this is actually, let me add this indicator. Let me change this one to the 4-hour. Let's collapse this. This is the 4-hour chart. This, I think the high was Monday for this week, Monday and last night. So the 4-hour SMI stochastic momentum index, it's already high up there. Might want to start coming down because it fails to even touch the uptrend. I mean the higher line of the downtrend channel. So it's not even getting there, right? So that's very bearish. But it is on an uptrend line here and a very short term. But basically the computer is saying that most likely we had the high Monday, Tuesday. And if today the price action does not go above the Monday and Tuesday high, then it is going down again into tomorrow, the 27th, Thursday, the 27th. So we'll see how the price action starts to happen. But either way, so basically I will on the hourly, I will continue to enter my shorts on the hourly. If I go, this is 30 minutes. Right, so right now it wants to go back up a bit. Let's see how it goes. I will keep entering my shorts. I'm not looking to enter longs. This is extremely risky at this point to attempt to catch any bounce. The bounce already happened. Usually the strong bounce happens from the very day of the low, of this important low, which was Friday, which I did enter some longs here. But the bounce was not great. So the long entry was here to catch the bounce, and that's it. So now I'm looking to enter shorts. So this is Ethereum, Solana, the same thing, right? There is no more room for catching a bounce. The same Bitcoin. Bitcoin is actually looking the weakest, right? And finally, MSTR. This one I did close. Yeah, here. I closed my short. I opened the short back on right here on Monday around 177, and I closed it because this week is the strongest weekly target for MSTR, and it made a low on Tuesday yesterday, and then overnight it was unable to break below it. And we can see the trend, the downtrend, it kept trying to break above it, and it finally kind of did, and then it broke above this other downtrend line. And so see, it keeps going higher, so I just closed it. And also the stochastic momentum points to going higher. So it will be a bounce only. It won't be a rally, that's for sure. MSTR is in deep trouble. It's currently in a monthly and quarterly waterfall event. So for that to turn around, it needs to find a bottom way down. So it will definitely come down to 90, I believe. We have this gap here, so it's gonna, I guess it will find quite a bit of support down here between where it's now, 169 and 107. So I guess it would make sense that it starts to bounce here. But this, you can see this uptrend channel, it broke it, and now it's touching the bottom of another uptrend channel. So it will make sense that it bounces here into next week. Next week is also a strong target. So I think we had this week, it made a low. Let's see the intraday. So last week low was 166. This week's low was 166. So it basically, it touched the last week's low, which makes sense. It did not penetrate it. So now it's looking to do a little bounce into next week. Perhaps it might close the week green. And then next week it should resume the downtrend. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone.